Mack was a weird one, like nobody else we knew. Mack didn't like to do anything that regular guys like to do. Mack didn't play baseball, football, or soccer. He didn't ride skateboards or bikes. He didn't go hunting or fishing. He didn't like camping or backpacking or hikes. Mack didn't like TV or the movies. He didn't mind telling us so. We'd always invite Mack along. He'd always decline with a no. Our folks said Mack's a misfit. Mack said, I must be true to myself. If I'm a misfit here, I'm a must-fit somewhere else. Mack had this thing about being unique. And Mack was unique, yes indeed. Mack said, followers can't be leaders. And Mack never wanted to lead. Mack showed up for graduation wearing red instead of black. Should have seen the surprise in old Mack's eyes when the rest of us dressed like Mack. Mack said, I ain't going to college, ain't getting married, ain't having no kids. He said, I'm leaving civilization. And that's exactly what Mack did. Our folks said Mack'd be sorry, said he'd live to regret the day. He didn't conform and go on to school and just live in the regular way. Mack moved off to the desert and he built himself a shack. 2 little rooms with 2 little doors, 2 little windows and hard dirt floors. A porch out front, a porch out back. This'll do just fine, said Mack. Mack spent years in the desert, and he found himself some friends. A couple of lanky lizards that sort of wandered in. One day Mack said to the lizards, I'm bored, how about you all? This desert ain't much for excitement. Let's build ourselves a wall. And build they did. 10 feet tall and 3 feet wide. They built it with care. They built it with pride. They stacked stone upon stone day after day and watched the wall grow in a marvelous way. Built of smooth river stone in elegant style, the wall twisted and turned for mile after mile. It scaled rock mountains and circled small streams. It rivaled the standard in stonemasons' dreams. Mack and the lizards labored day after day. They worked in the dark. They worked in the heat. What a work of art! What a wonderful feat! What a celebration when the wall was complete. When the last stone was placed, Mack said to his friends, Won't be long now. Our boredom will end. Mack and the lizards ate supper. They finished their chores, turned out the light, and synchronized snores. When they heard voices, he ain't fooling nobody. We know weird Mack. He didn't build this fortress to protect a shack. One weirdo and 2 lizards, they must think we're dim. They think they can fool us. Well, the joke's on them. Mack must have struck oil, or maybe it's gold. It's for sure Mack knows something we ain't being told. Quiet as dewdrops dripping off roses, the moon cast its beam on 3 sunburned noses. As Mack and his lizards peered over the wall and startled the strangers who'd come to call. Can we help you, friends? Tools scattered, men stumbled, heads bumped in the fray. Mack, you've no business sneaking up here that way. Well, we ain't whispering in the desert in the middle of the night, Mack replied with a grin to the lizard's delight. Mack, what are you hiding? Why, I ain't hiding nothing at all. Me and my friends here, we built us this wall. Me and my friends, we built us this wall because 1 man and 2 lizards are largely ignored. We built this fine structure because we were bored. We've nothing to hide and you've nothing to find. But we don't mind your looking if you've a mind. Mack and his lizards left the men to their chores, while the night echoed Mack's chuckles and loud lizard snores. Word spread like a virus on report card day. Folks heard the news 2 countries away. The news said, Hermit strikes oil in desert sand. Wall hides treasures in wilderness land. One and all they came to see Mack's newfound prosperity. They came in cars and boats and planes, in covered wagons and in mule trains. They came on camels, they came on bikes, they came on dog sleds, pogo sticks, and trikes. What an invasion! What a parade! What stories and headlines! 1 man and 2 lizards made. The curious brought pickaxes, sledgehammers, and spades. They brought shovels, hoes, machetes, and blades. Binoculars, tripods, bulldozers, and cats. Cranes, cherry pickers, steel boots, and hard hats. They cluttered the air, they unrooted the trees, they scrambled up ladders, they crawled on their knees. They erected power poles, made cities of tents, teletyped the wire service, media event. The press corps and film crews came searching for news, with cameras poised and ready to record desert truth. Wildcatters and coal miners came searching for riches. Endless digging, elaborate ditches. The media, the miners, the curious all came to discover the secret behind the Great Wall. They dug by day and they dug by night. They took turns digging by kerosene light. They moved tons of sand. They dug miles of holes. They burrowed and tunneled like militant moles. They studied rock samples, sifted mountains of sand. They elected committees to study the land. They swarmed over and under to measure the wall. Yep, she's 3 foot wide by 10 foot tall. They worked through sand blizzards in unbelievable heat. The sun scorched their faces. It blistered their feet. Now Mack and his lizards were busy as bees in the glare of their newfound celebrity. They signed autographs, contented as cats curled up fireside on polar bear mats. The lizards loved it. What an invention! Front row seats at a gold diggers convention. As the sun scorched hotter in the sweltering skies, a wrinkled old digger with sunburned eyes yelled, "Enough is enough! I'm tired of this digging! I'm calling your bluff! Where is it, Mack? Where you hiding the stuff?" Mack eased off his chair, stretched his mouth in a grin, said, "I've told you before, but I'll tell you again. Me and my friends here, we got kind of bored. 1 man and 2 lizards are largely ignored. So we decided to build us this little stone fence, and we've had live entertainment ever since." Mack made headlines in the papers back home. Extent of hermit's vast fortune unknown. College-endowed scholarship windfall. Social misfit charges admission to Mystery Wall.